beer in one hand.
Yeah.
That's Jeremy Parker.
23 to Memorial Day, 62 to the 4th of July. Maybe that's what got him over.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
who
what.
knows? Whatever works for you, right?
Easy to set that record.
I know. All right. This, I have to say, is one of the coolest things.
So
When I read two-piece freezer bag storage molder, I was like, I don't know what that is, huh? So I looked at it. It was just introduced a couple of weeks ago, and Chef Mark did such a beautiful job of explaining it. 3,000 were sold at that time. We got you 3 easy pays today at only $7.33. So for $22, I think you all are going to go, where has this been my whole life?
We organize our
who thinks
closet.
of these great things?
Right? Let's organize our freezer. This is so smart. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take any one of the, either a gallon size for the large or a quart size for the small. Doesn't come with the little bags. These are just the little freezer bags that you have. Okay. You're going to go ahead and you're going to place that right in. So right off the bat, if you're making your sauces and your stews and your gravies.
And we will, because our tomatoes are coming in. So now we're making fresh sauce. Fresh salsa,
right,
all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, you know, you've got a little system here that's going to help you hold those bags up. Less mess on the counter. That's always fun. But the bottom line is you're going to want to freeze these. You're going to want to put this in your freezer. And the problem is when you put things like this in your freezer, they freeze into ball shapes. You know what I mean? And it makes it very hard to stack, very hard to sort, very hard to organize that freezer. So we're going to do the large one and we're going to do a small one. Then we're going to walk over to that fridge, okay? So I've got this one all done. Let me kind of put that over there.
Now, let me just say this to you, Chef. If you didn't have this, and you said to me, can you hold that bag? You know that would end up in an argument.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news.
I mean, I wouldn't argue with you, but at home it might.
Especially if you're not there. If you're not there, then what do? You know, my mom's on her own, so she doesn't have that kind of helper, you know, to do this. So it's a great little helper for that. So we're going to close these up. Now, if this was all it did, that's kind of cool. But watch this, okay? You're going to join me for a little walk here over to the fridge because I want you to see this one, okay?
Wow, you're really going far.
This is so cool. Like we said, you organize your closet. Why not organize that freezer of yours? So have a look here, okay? I'm going to set this down and watch what this does. See up here? That is all of our frozen molds already on the shelf that I can stack up there almost like books on a shelf. Because what ends up happening is you get a whole bunch of stuff like this. You can't stack this. You can't layer this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade out kind of one of these for the other, just like that, and I'm going to trade out one of the small ones that you see fit down here so perfectly. Let me take that out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back over to the table and I'm going to show you exactly what these look like when they come out of the freezer. So while I walk over there, let me give you a tip. If you like camping, if you like doing the outside stuff, take one of these, add water to it, add some salt. Salt lowers the freezing temperature by about 21 degrees, and that allows you to have the perfect ice block. So here's what we did.
Love it.
We grabbed that chili, the sauce, whatever it is.
So now it's frozen solid.
Exactly.
Okay.
So here's your silicone bands. These simply come off, come around the other side, and look what you've done. You've made a perfect block out of your frozen sauce that I can now stack. I can stand up straight. I can build up from the bottom there. This is one of the smartest tools I've ever seen for the kitchen. Let's see the small one. Again, you have those silicone straps. That's what holds everything in that square block shape. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to undo one side. I'm going to undo the other, and watch this. It comes right apart, and I have that perfect block for the freezer. That is one of the smartest things for a kitchen I've seen in 30 years of doing this silly stuff. This is perfect.
3,000 have been sold just in the last 2 weeks since we introduced it. The Gray's cracked pepper, so that's cracked pepper. Ocean blue, and 300 in ocean blue. And then tomato, obviously, is the red. 200 remain there. It's only $22, and it's going to make your life so much easier. And if you're wondering, where do I get the bags? The grocery store. The same bag, just buy the, you know, when you buy these
quart
little...
size for the small, gallon size for the large.
So quart size, gallon size, that's how they sell them anyway. The little box, the bigger box. And just the freezer bags, and it could be any brand. You don't have to worry about that.
As long as it's quart and a gallon.
Okay, and so you put it inside once you put it back together.
Right. So
and then you just pull the lip over the top.
So now you've created that little holder. That holder's going to take care of that bag.
All right.
So if you're doing this on your own, no trouble at all. If you still want to get somebody to help you and hold it and support it, that's fine.
What is that, like chili?
This is just like a chili. So go ahead and make that extra bit.
Leftovers.
Right. This is great for leftovers. This is great for, you know, if you're making a batch of stew or a batch of chili, you're putting the effort in anyway.
Yeah.
Make a double batch and throw some in the freezer so you can have this again sometime without having to start the whole process
Chef Mark,
over.
Did you hear, now they call it the Sunday Scaries. Like,
what do they call it?
What are Sunday Scaries?
I'm
but
so
apparently
behind.
No, me too, trust me. Somebody told me. On social, you know, people are having anxiety on Sundays. So this is an opportunity to kind of help you through that, because now if you do your cooking on a Sunday and you're meal planning, this is helping with meal planning. Maybe berries, maybe you grew blueberries
100%.
or raspberries, or you went to pick strawberries. This is the way, I bet in the end you're going to save money.
Now have a look here. I've taken our chili.
Okay.
I'm going to zip that up, and we're going to go to the fridge here again right away, because I got both of these frozen again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to zip that up.
It doesn't matter if that's hot or cold.
Absolutely
when I put it inside.
not. So here's what we're going to do. Let's head over to that fridge, and here's what I love about this. Again, this is designed to organize that freezer. We organize our closets, we organize our kitchens, we organize our trunk space. Now we can organize that freezer. Remember, everything stacks up when it's frozen in a perfect block. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take both of these out because it's just too fun to take these apart. And then remember, down here, instead of this kind of uneven frozen mess that you can't stock, you can't stack, you can't put up kind of straight, you can't organize. Let's walk all of these over to the... I just love taking these apart. I'll meet you over there, Pat.
Okay. Here,
Right
I'll
where
clean this up a little bit.
Excellent. So now here we go.
Okay.
Smartest thing I've ever seen. These have been in the freezer. They're in blocks. And watch what's going to happen. Those silicone straps are what's holding this together. I'm going to undo that one. I'm going to undo that one. And just like that, have a look. I have the perfect block.
Wow.
And like we said, one stack, two stacks, just like that.
Beautiful.
Imagine how easily you can stack this up in your freezer.
You mean I'm not trying to keep things from falling out and trying to close the door before they fall out?
Oh my goodness, haven't you ever done that? You open the fridge or freezer and there it goes.
Yes.
Guys, this is Prepology. This is our house brand. This is our proprietary brand. This is your assurance that you're getting not only the coolest stuff to have in your kitchen, everything but the pot you're cooking in, but now we can help you organize. So let's go ahead. Have I got another? I have a frozen little one here somewhere. Yeah. Was that my little frozen one? I forgot my little frozen one. Tell you what.
Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah.
I'll go get it for you.
I'll hang out here.
Okay.
So listen.
So
remember,
here are the colors.
when it comes time to put these back together, cool. Oh, it's available in the cracked pepper, the blue, and of course, mushroom blue, and of course, we've got the tomato, which is my absolute favorite. That's what I have in my kitchen, is all that tomato everywhere. And I love that Prepology matches every other piece in there. So remember, we took our regular mold, our small mold, we put in that quart-size bag.
Yep.
It helped hold it up. We were able to pour it in there, and then remember, right to the freezer, and all you're going to do, detach it there, going to turn it around, detach it there, and detach it there. That's all I got to do, and now I have that perfect frozen block. Because remember, this, if I put it in the freezer, is going to freeze like that.
Yep.
You know how easy it is to stack this? It isn't.
Yep. And you probably aren't going to do that because it's not going to fit.
Exactly.
All right, 2 weeks ago we introduced this. We started with 5,000 total.
Wow.
If you want the tomato red, we have 125 remaining, and I don't know how long it'll take for us to get it back. Ocean blue, which you see right there, 250 remain. And then cracked pepper, a couple more, about 1,400 remaining in the cracked pepper. This, I also think, is a great, great gift to give to someone as well. Someone who has that garden, someone who does that Sunday prep, meal prep. You know, someone who makes, you know, maybe your mom, I bet your mom probably makes, does she make gravy on a Sunday, or did she when you were growing up, right?
Absolutely.
So.
Well, you know what here? I mean, here's the thing. Make it quick, make it simple, make it easy. Go ahead, put that quart size right in that mold. The mold is held together with the silicone straps nice and tight. And then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this, right? Now, if I were to take this bag out of there and just toss it in the freezer, I'm going to end up with something that gets frozen like that. But because this holds its shape, because this holds its rigidity in the freezer, I'm able to now freeze this into blocks that I can stack, that I can pile, that I can go ahead and really help organize that freezer. Because when it comes down to it, all of the space we have in the kitchen, whether it's the counter, whether it's the fridge, whether it's a freezer, is at a premium. So when you can max out that space anywhere in your kitchen life, Prepology wants you to do it.
Well, it's one of the 16 items that we have under $25 because today is Now Your Cooking Day. So we're going to have lots more things you're going to want to go ahead and pick up. Put it in the cart and check out. If it's in the cart, you have to finish the process. That's cracked pepper, which is the black, ocean blue, fewer than 200, and tomato red, fewer than 100 remaining. All right, so Mark is coming back, and oh, he's going to make us pancakes, and they're going to be perfect.